Hey now. What's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Solo, what's going on? B Nicole, what's happening? Kino. I'm sorry. Taisha and Kimberly. I always got to call everybody out by name. Britt Jag, what's going on? Hey, Sailor Glitter Moon, what's poppin'? Hope y'all having a good evening. And shout out to the Facebook crew that is watching. I hate that I have to have my Facebook private, so I can't, y'all guys can't engage in the comments like on YouTube. So I hate that, you know. Um, yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that. If I open up the floodgates, all the vermin and the cockroaches and the centipedes and the fat nasty pigs come stomp through the gate. So I gotta keep it locked for now. But shout out to my Facebook crew. I love y'all, and thank y'all for y'all everlasting support. What's going on, pretty lady? Let y'all know now. I popped me a couple of gummies a little while ago. So if they kick in while we on this live, I'm just gonna put that warning, that preface out there. Hey, auntie. Yes, yes, yes. Love is in the air. Love. Hey, Miss Lee. Who are me to judge? What's going on, lady? So, since you use this name as your handle, I know you have that single downloaded to all of your cellular devices. It's probably your alarm when you wake up. And that song comes on and wake you up and makes you feel all refresh your Saeed and holy and saved and sanctified. I know you ain't gotta tell me. I know. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. They're my emergency gummies. I don't take them on a regular basis. I take them if I need to sleep and I know that I can sleep them off. I'll take them. If it's just been a hell of a day, I'll take them. But other than that, you know, so yeah. TikTok something did it, Tasha. Ain't nobody believing anything that Tasha got to say, really, because it all sounds like a PSA, a confessional for the Real Housewives, and you're not believable. And then we see all this stuff playing out on the show. So anything you try to say is just gonna sound suspect, and sound like you're trying to do damage control, and it's not working at all. There you go, as needed. I messed around last night, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling good. Like my stomach was doing this. My stomach has been doing this own uh flopsy dopsy thing for like 2 weeks now. Like nothing, almost nothing I eat agrees with me. and it's just doing its own thing. And then last night, I could not sleep, and I was gonna take some gummies last night, but I was like, nah, because I'm gonna be real groggy at work, because it's too late for me to take them and be able to sleep them off. I was like, so I just gotta make it work. And then I did not go to sleep last night. I did not go to sleep until 10 something this morning. So I was like, I called off because I was like, I'm not gonna be any good on these phones because somebody gonna say something like hey instead of hello, and I'm gonna cuss them out. So I'm like, let me just not go to work today. I'm just gonna take a mental day and relax. So, however, I did take some tonight, so they'll kick in. I can get some good sleep, and we will be good. And yes, and I realize that I'm a pothead traditionally. Like when I take these gummies, when they really hit and kick in, I get the munchies, but I get the munchies specifically for sweets. I don't want a sandwich. I don't want chips. I don't want food. I want sweets. I want cookies and I want ice cream. And the last time, which was 2 weeks ago, sat there, took my gummies, and I was like, I want some ice cream. So I was gonna get on DoorDash and DoorDash some ice cream. And I was like, why am I gonna spend $20 getting a couple of pints that I don't need? But I just get in the car and go around the corner to the gas station. So I got my happy butt in the car and went to the gas station and got me a half a pint of Twix ice cream and got a small little personal pack of chocolate stripe cookies. That was the best damn ice cream and cookies I've ever had. So yes, I realized that when I get high, I turn into a walking sweet tooth. So that's me. That's hi. My name is Dee Dee, and I am a gummy head. Look here. And the theory is that the reason why the mama is ain't trying to not talk about the money situation is because she helped spend that money. Natasha and Rocky was breaking her off for some of that $30,000, and so it's like, okay, you better keep your mouth shut. you know. Hey, Joy, good to see you. Sour straw gummies sound really good and sounds like something I don't need because I love sour candies and yeah, it would be a problem. It would be a problem. So yeah, I'm glad I'm gonna act like I didn't see this comment and I know nothing about what you're talking about. So the horror. Hey, Langston. Let's see. I'll wait couple of more minutes. I don't get it's not a big audience when I'm doing uh non-Kuchwellian uh material. But it's cool. It's cool peaches. So hopefully, hopefully I go to sleep. I get into bed before the munchies kick in. Yeah. Cause I don't necessarily feel like making another dash to the gas station for some more ice cream. And yeah. Even though some cookies sound really good right now, but I'm gonna maintain my peace. All right, y'all. It is 21 people on here, plus whoever is on Facebook. So I need all of you guys. If y'all want me to continue with this high quality programming, I need each and every one of you guys to super chat me $50. Okay, okay, because God gave me this platform and it cost. Okay, and so yeah, and y'all, this is what's gonna separate the supporters from them being nosy. So I need 21 of y'all to super chat me $50 right now. Okay. All right. If y'all want me to keep talking, y'all need to super chat me right now. Okay. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna try to keep this up even after this show ends, and do that. And this afternoon, when we guys, when we all were talking on the last live, and we were talking about the CDs and stuff like that, that gave me an idea to do some of what I was doing before. I want to do just like a throwback day. Doesn't necessarily have to be Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday could work, but I want to do throwback and just talk about one or two subjects. Make you think about back in the day. So I want to start doing that too. Hey, Alonzo. Foxy. Come on, exercise. Evangelist GG, what's going on, lady? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yes, yes. Bring all ye tithes and ye offerings to the storehouse of DD. All right. Guess I can get to going. Do this. Oh yeah. Slides. I want to try to do this slideshow. Give me a second here while I get this set up. Go ahead and enjoy the smooth sounds. While I get this last thing done. Presentation. Almost ready. Yeah. Okay, then. See slideshow. Slide. Might have to forego what I'm trying to do. Uh, let's see. Insert. Let's try this. Okay, this ain't gonna work like I want it to work. So let's just be ghetto about it. Where we at? Where we at? All right, let's cut this off. All right, I am just about ready. Present window. Hi, everybody. All right. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be a little hood with this, but it's work in progress. All right, so let me get back to my notes here. So episode 4. I'm mad that we only got 2 episodes left after this. They really could have stretched this out for like a good 10 episodes or something like that. As much stuff as they're going over, and as much behind the scenes stuff that we're not getting. But anyway, so I got to give an honorable mention to the unsung star of the series, the precious Miss Eris Harris. We get a quick little shot of her, Tiny, and some other lady in the kitchen. They're cooking, and so Eris asks her mom if she has met her alien friend, and Tiny was like, "Huh, your alien friend?" She said, "Yeah, because I built a rocket ship under the house." And they looked at her like, "Girl, what the hell is you doing?" I just love that moment because she just said it so calm, like, "Yeah, got a rocket ship underneath the house, it's ready to go. I take trips whenever y'all go sleep. So, whatever, get on the board." Uh, you know. Ha! Ow! Ow! No, thank you. All right, so first scene opens up with Taj and Coco. They're at the gym, working out with a trainer. So Taj remarks about how far the relationship between her and Coco has come, commenting that, back in the day, Coco was extremely catty, which is really no surprise. Especially when they really started blowing up, like after that second album. And I say it really got to a head when she got tapped to do the Men in Black theme song for the first Men in Black. and she did the chorus and stuff like that for Men in Black and got that check. I think that's when she went from uh, Bronx diva to international diva, and I think that's when it took place. But so she said she was Caddy back in the day, and that whatever Coco said went. So if Coco was like, "I'm not talking to you," then nobody talked. And so Tosh said there was a lot of times where she was just kind of out on the island by herself. But they've matured, they became parents and stuff like that. So now they have a really good relationship. So they start talking about the Cole headlining situation, and Coco and Taj reflect about how they've worked with other girl groups in the past, like TLC and In Vogue, who, as Taj puts it, has both of those groups have sold much more than both SWV and Escape together. So they've worked with those girl groups without any issue. So why is it an issue now? And then Coco says that them gals could learn a lesson from In Vogue, and then she started playing with her head, talking about what they 7 million records sold self. Shady. Fox Lady, I didn't know it either, um, until it was mentioned like years later that was her singing. Here come the Men in Black, Galaxy Defenders, or that however it went, but yeah. Um, so then we move over to Lily at her house, and she is still focused on this erotic audiobook series, and it is called The Many Faces of Sister Hot Pussy. Like, we see the title on the computer that she working on. Of course, we got the asterisks for the U and the S, because we can say it, but we ain't gonna spell it out. So but yeah, she actually working on child. Anyway, the manager arrives and she reads him an excerpt from the book, and I actually want to play that real quick because it's like I can't give it justice, nor do I really want to. So I just want to play that clip real quick. Yeah, exactly. Second. Yeah. Da, 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 da. If I can find it. $3.55. Hold on. I don't want to play too much because I don't want to alert the powers that be and get the whole thing shut down. This is not a good episode. Let me. Here it is. Let's try this one. Because I recorded on my DVR, but then this one person that records it, I don't know, it's choppy as hell. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Share. Hi. Share screen.
clergy. The minister's dick was damn near halfway down his pant leg in those tailor fitted pants. I love it. You know, Sister Hot Pussy is just who she is. Like, yeah. My goal is to be an established author. Like, it's so important.
Taisha and Who I Mean, y'all paying attention, gold stars to you. Anyway, so I really can't get with the pastor and the peen down his leg, and I can't. I don't want to put the two together because it's bad enough I'd be in church sometime and I'll just be having random thoughts and I'll be like wanting to hit myself in the head because I'm like, okay, you be thinking nasty thoughts in church. I just feel like you automatically going to hell. So last thing I want to do is not put that image in my head. So anyway, uh, so the convo shifts to the tour about putting egos to the side and let's just make history, which I'm that's yeah, it's should be doing. So Lily comments how SWV still has that pettiness about them, but they learn how to put business first and let all that personal stuff be in the background. That can be dealt with once y'all get off the stage, but we get into this bag, we get into the money. So yeah. So we slide over to Tosh and Tamika out to eat. Uh, Tosh comes out of the Spice Girls closet as a hardcore fan. Shout out to you because they are still on rotation on my iPod. Matter of fact, I just downloaded the 25th anniversary editions of both the debut album and Spice World. Don't judge me, judge mama. I like what I like. She says she even had the Spice Girl doll. She says she still has them. So they started talking about wardrobe, and I guess Coco was like all bodycon dresses right now since she's been working out and losing weight. And I gotta admit, she does look good. She looks good for 52. So shout out to you, Coco. Tiny and Candy are all about, booty shorts, and Tamika dresses as a self-described retired stripper. Taj is like, what the hell is a retired stripper? She's like, you get some breasts, you might get some thighs, but everything else is under wraps. So they start talking about plans about staging, where Tamika remarks about how Tasha and Candy previously were usually the creative directors getting the songs and the stage presentation together, but now she wants to step up and let her voice be heard. And since her sister is dragging her feet, don't know whether she in or out and all that good stuff, she like, let me just take control and take the reins and get this going because they only got like less than a month before they're supposed to put this show on. So, you know. All right, so then we flip over to Tasha's rented condo because she lives in Nashville and she's been down in Atlanta for the last couple of months working with uh, the girls and stuff like that. So she has a little rented condo. So the sisters with the voices are setting up for this collaborative meeting. They're gonna try this again. Lily starts dogging Taj's shark coochie plate that she set out, talking about how you gonna feed 7 grown women and all you got is lunch meat with no cracker. Talking about she need to stick to singing. And they showed it, and it's literally like a small little tray of like 7 pieces of salami, these 3 ignorant big ass ham slices, and some cheese slices. Like we can't even get no cheese cubes, little cute little cracker slices. You know, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stick to singing. So Escape shows up, and Tamika just starts the show, taking charge, talking about set design, along with frequent Escape collaborator guy named Steve. Actually, that's Steve right there on the picture, and they're talking about what ideas they have. So before they get too deep into the conversation, Coco pops out one resolution on the co-headlining deal. And so they start kind of going back and forth, and Tasha just pops out with, "Let's just co-headline, and let's it's no argument." And so her group members kind of looking at her like for real, like just an hour ago you didn't even know if you was participating. Now you stepping up like you the mediator. And it's funny because when they had the initial meeting, Candy was speaking on behalf of her group, and the only person that was really saying something outside of her was Tamika, kind of supporting her and trying to take some of the sting out of what Candy was saying. But the Scott sisters was quiet as hell. But now all of a sudden you speaking up, acting like you about to settle things. Girl, sit down somewhere. And plus, you still ain't even told your group members about your solo deal. So I need you to just sit back and play your part, whatever that is, or just sit on the fence. So we start talking about stage design and graphics while the scene keeps cutting to Tasha looking sourpuss as hell, while everybody else is like excited and making comments or remarks and stuff like that. She just sitting back with her sunglasses, like, mm, mm, mm. So we cut to her talking about how she normally does this, even though she left Candy out of it, but she normally does this. And now Tamika wants to take this away from her. Talking about, I guess it's all cool. You want to take this away from me because you already took the sisterhood away. Huh? It takes 2 to argue, right? It takes 2 to have a disagreement. And this one wanted to resolve it. How does she take the sisterhood away? Tired of seeing that ratty blonde wig in all these episodes. Everybody else changed up their hairstyle like at least 3 times during the episode. They got like 2 confession looks. Some people got 3 confession looks, and then they got their hair that they filming with. You got this same ratty ass Caldwell Cooch wig on top of your head. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm Miss Sophia tired of that wig. But I digress. See, Candy, meanwhile, is eating this Tasha tension up. She is cracking up because she know that while Tasha's keeping a cool demeanor, it is burning her up inside that her sister, the same one she arguing with, is taking lead and got really good ideas about how this stage show should be. So it's eating her the hell up. So then we start dividing up the assignments. So we put Tiny and Lily in charge of wardrobe. Taj and Tamika are working on design. And we got Tasha, Candy, and Coco on the set list. Now, I am very interested to see how the 3 of them, the biggest mouths, the biggest personalities, the biggest attitudes, I want to see how the 3 of them gonna work together. Seeing as though we know that Tasha and Candy do not get along, and they straight up beefing at this point. So I want to see how this gonna go, and we're gonna see how this goes. All right, we get to Candy Coated Factory. The 3 divas, Tasha, Candy, and Coco. They are getting together. Coco brings her son Jalen to get together and start talking about the song list. So they started talking about, opening songs, starting off on a high note, how they need to pick songs strategically to keep a mood. You just want to jump from one mood to another, want to be a smooth transition and stuff like that. Keep the audience engaged and interested. And Candy makes a comment about Escape not really having any up-tempo songs, which until she mentioned it, I never really thought about it. Um, you know, I'm a fan, so they have up-tempo cuts on their albums, but they're deep album cuts. So only like fans would know these songs. Just someone just listening to them via radio and stuff like that wouldn't necessarily know these songs. And all their popular songs and singles are mostly ballads, with the exception of Just Kicking, and then I guess you could throw Feel So Good. It's kind of like a little mid tempo, whereas SWV got bangers, known bangers. So, they already kind of at a disadvantage there. Candy goes on the list and she mentions a song that Tasha apparently doesn't really care for. Um, the one, The Arms of the One Who Loves You, the lead single from that third CD, which is odd because that's pretty much Tasha's song. She does the verses and the stuff like that. That's pretty much her song, save a bridge toward the end of the song, and then Tamika, for Tamika, and then her doing ad libs, kind of helping her out. It's odd that she doesn't want to do that song. I wonder. I was about to say, I wonder if Candy wrote it, but Diane Warren wrote that song, so I don't know what her deal is. Why she wouldn't want to do that song? So Candy, kind of prompts like, can we do it? Because apparently, Escape 3, when it's Tamika, Tiny, and Candy, they do the song. So she like, can we? Yes, no, maybe. Um, ain't nobody saying nothing. Well, I'm not saying anything negative about her. I'm just going strictly off of, you know, what the show shows and what she's shown. So, um, so she like, can we? Maybe, yes, no, and Tasha responds with the driest, I don't know. And I got to pull up the second picture. Let's see. Give me a second here. Because her expression says it all. Stop sharing and share this instead. There we go. I think that that picture just says it all. Coco like, uh, for real, and then her son is like, bitch, for real. And that's pretty much that's pretty much the looks they gave throughout the whole meeting. Uh, so Candy then asked if Tasha wanted to do like any tribute songs or cover songs, and she's just like, no, not really. Not even giving Candy eye contact. It's like, nah. So, side note from Candy, talking about her attitude has been more of an attitude these last couple of months, and she just been a complete ass, since they started with this whole thing. So Coco, as you can see, is like kind of sensing the tension. She tries to intervene by talking to Tasha. She's like, okay, well, I know you don't like her, so maybe if I talk, I can get a better response out of you. So she just asked Tasha about general thoughts, like, do you have anything to say? Any thoughts about the song list? Are you there? Hello? Mary is your home? And Dry Tasha, because that's I'm gonna call her Dry Tasha, finally admits that she hasn't put really any thought into this because she has a lot going on, you know. Right. I had to make that into a meme. Yep, that's her son. That's her younger son. Like I said, he has a bona fide career as a runway model because he got a walk to him and he got presence. Like I said, he is nothing but legs and torso, not a ounce of meat on his body, and his face is flawless. So if all else fails, school, singing, put that mug in them legs to work and make some money. You know. Let's see. Oh yeah, so yeah, Tasha hasn't really put any effort to it because she has a lot going on. So we leave them and we go to Taj and Tamika. They meeting up with Steve talking about staging, and I want to try to play this clip because they got a whole bunch of requests and ideas. Let's see. I really need to stop being cheap and spring for YouTube Premium, so I ain't got to worry about these commercials. Present. It's me again. Here we go.
Okay, I was like, we doing it at somebody's house, girl. Is this church? Now we gonna have to praise the Lord and sing Wake downtown. Oh wow! Now this looks totally different from outside. I thought we was about to walk into some church pews. Hey, what up, yo? What I tell you, you had us nervous. I mean, we was driving through this neighborhood. I said, where the hell are we going? Shh, you in church? Oh, shh. I mean, creative director plays a very important role. They control what people see on the stage, what they hear. They talk with the wardrobe, make sure the colors go, the lighting, everything that's creative to make a show happen. That's what Steve is going to do.
So this is part A. It looks small right now, but this is actually almost 20 feet of video wall going up. And then that's an 8-foot platform. Okay. So
see like that with the stairs on the side.
yeah, so this is 16 feet of video wall. So this is the front that you're looking at. Since we got so much space,
Yeah.
I know we were talking about bringing out some dancers. Y'all got a lot of stage to cover.
That's good.
So we're gonna do full SWV intro, full SWV song, and then almost a whole nother intro for Escape. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah. I mean, we don't want to.
We gotta have an intro too.
No, we don't want to break up. We don't want to break up the show.
No,
but it's big enough that both groups feel like they got a moment to say, "Hey, we're here." So we get to do cool stuff like during rain, we do windows with rain.
Real rain. I want that water to come down. So
Right,
it
on
needs
the
to be
window
wet.
behind
Yes,
you.
real wet. I take it we won't be able to do hydraulics anymore. That's out.
Well,
But what if it can open? What about the things that lift us up? We flying over the audience. I need wings. So we probably could use the bottom one for the hologram. It would be dope if y'all could bring out some horses.
we ain't bringing no horses in the Toyota
Why
Center.
not? Bring no horses. We want horses. We want hydraulics. We want to come from the ceiling. There's got to be a way.
We could get you horses on the screen.
Steve is definitely raining on my parade.
I don't know where Tamika is on with these horses. She been talking about horses all damn episode, and everybody was like, "You know what you can do with them horses, right?" Maybe I don't know. Maybe she got them from SWV when they did the Right Here Human Nature remix. They was on the beach and they riding the horses. I'm guessing because I don't necessarily put girl groups and horses together. You know, I mean, one of y'all do look like a Clydesdale, but that's a whole nother video. And side note, Lady was like, y'all can keep them damn horses. She was like, I'm good. She said the only time she had interaction with horses is when they were doing the video. She said her horse was not cooperating, so they ended up switching out the horse and giving her a pony. So, and they showed a clip, and I never noticed it, but when they freeze framed it, you saw the height difference between Coco and Taj's horses right here, and Lily was down here on this little little pony. I was like, damn, I never noticed that. So yeah, so that was pretty much the gist of that. And you saw the little running tally of money going up as they was talking about hydraulics and lifts and flying across the stage and real rain and all this good stuff. Guess they forgot that they fronting the money for this whole show, so you can't even get heifers to agree on a set list. You think they really about to say okay to spending $200,000 for some rain and some horses? Lord, your damn mind. All right, so we get done with that, and we move to Candy and her business partner Don Juan at Blaze Steakhouse. So of course they start discussing the set list meeting. She mentions how Coco came in with energy, positive, ready to work, and then Tasha has pretty much just been blah and zay. She does mention that it's probably because of this upcoming solo deal, which they still technically don't know about, because Tasha don't know that they know that she going solo, so it's still a secret. And Candy mentions that whenever Tasha thinks, you know, going solo, doing a side project, whatever, she pretty much gives them her little non-existent ass to kiss. And then whenever that thing don't work out or it don't work out according to plan, she like, hey, y'all, let's get on tour. Let's make this money, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Don Juan breaks it down, and it made a lot of sense. I didn't think about it. He breaks it down about dealing with the country industry, country music, and the gospel industry. You don't just come in on top and everybody loving you. You got to earn your respect and pay your dues in both of those communities. And it's like when we see that you legitimate and you about your business and you on the real, then we start supporting you and backing you up. And it brought to mind Erica Campbell from Mary Mary. You know, Mary Mary had been out for years. They had hit single after hit single. They had like 4 albums, you know, under their belt before they went on hiatus. You know, they had won Stella Awards, Dove Awards, and all that good stuff. However, when Erica decided to step out from Mary Mary and become Erica Campbell, it was pretty much her starting all over again. She had to start from the bottom and prove herself as a solo artist. And it's like, are you committed to this? And it wasn't until she put in the work and the effort is when they started recognizing her as an individual artist. You know, it's like, okay, you're not about to rest on Mary Mary's laurels. You got to prove yourself as Erica Campbell. So if Erica Campbell, who came out doing gospel, who we all know can sing, sold many an album, if she got to prove herself, Tasha Scott Bivens, what the hell do you think you about to get coming into this gospel scene at 50? And ain't nobody, and half of them people probably don't know who the hell you are. They might know now after the show. So good luck with that. And you know, we're talking about the only reason why Tasha is attempting this second solo career is because of the attention that the group is getting based on this show, because they reunited back in 2016, 2017, all while they were doing their tour and stuff like that. You never heard anything about her trying to go solo. Previous to that, other than that first attempt back in 99, Never heard nothing about her trying to go solo. All of a sudden, now, coincidentally, we shopping around the deal. You're stupid, but you're smart. Stupid in real life, kind of smart when it comes to media attention. Yeah. Don Juan drops a word, and I was like, I'm done. Because Candy was like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of her, treating us as, her backup plan when things don't work out. And Don Juan said, don't make someone a priority who makes you an option. Just gonna let that marinate for a second. Don't make someone a priority who makes you an option. Yes. All right. So then we move on to Coco, Taj, and Jalen. Jalen has been kind of focused on this episode. I ain't mad. The three of them, he's playing stylist, helping them pick out some outfits for upcoming shows, whatever. And side note, they happen to walk in and start shopping in Rashida's store, Pressed, but I guess Rashida wasn't there. I'm like, y'all, that was the store y'all picked. Ain't y'all a little too old to be impressed? Sound like y'all pressing it, but whatever. So we bring up the college conversation again, and this time Coco is asking Taj's opinion, and she weighs in saying that basically he can do both. He doesn't have to pick either or. He can do both. Maybe not at the same time, but he can accomplish both. And cited Meg Thee Stallion as a perfect example. Touring, recording albums, videos, all while getting her degree. I'm like, all right, girl. So then we find out that Jalen suffers from depression, just like his mom. And while he was in school, he was actually seeking help from a therapist because there was a couple of issues that was, getting to him. Taj reveals how, she dropped out of college because she was already in school when they, started getting famous and went out on the road. She dropped out of school. But yet when they broke up around 98, 99, and Coco was doing her solo thing, Taj and Lily were expendable. Coco was the voice. They was just the, pretty doo-wops. So she ended up having to take a $9 an hour job because she didn't have a backup, but she couldn't just sit around broke and not doing anything. And so her main point is to always have a plan B. And she gave him some really good advice saying, don't tuck school away in a box and put it away and forget about it. She said, just sit it on the counter. She said, you're adamant now about not wanting to go back to school and wanting to do a music career. She was like, you may wake up tomorrow and have an epiphany and decide I'm gonna put music on the back burner. So she like, have a plan B. He was like, I agree. And I'm like, this is why Taj is my favorite. This is why she is the auntie of all 7 of them girls, because she makes the most sense. She is the most laid back, and she got words for you. All right, so we get to the last big scene. We got Escape 3 minus Tasha. They're rehearsing for an upcoming performance, and I'm going to step out on a limb. This may be a semi unpopular opinion, but I think the 3 of them sound great together, and they sound better than the other trio of Tasha, Tamika, and Tiny. And that's because, again, y'all say what y'all want to say, but Candy has a distinct and unique tone. When you hear it, you know who it's coming from. And if you hear the voices with it, you automatically associate it with Escape. So if it can't be the 4 of them together, I'm going to take the Candy, Tiny, and Tamika version because they can cover the notes. And like I said, you get that distinct Escape sound. Being Nicole, I don't care if you put your your hand on your chin and be like, I don't care. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. Yeah. So Tamika remarks to Candy that she knows she doesn't know what her sister is and how she's been quiet in the group text and all that good stuff. We flash over to Rocky and Bullwinkle's house, where they at the table because Tasha got the contract in front of her. She getting ready to sign it. And this is the most energy and excitement that I've seen in Tasha's confessional during these last 4 episodes. She been on. But when she talking about this contract, you know, it's like, praise God. Girl, hush. We find out that within the contract, she has she has been agreed that she can own her own masters, which is cool. But I mean, seems like that CD is gonna do multi-plastic. I mean, how valuable are those masters going to be? I'm just saying. But kudos to you for owning your masters. That's good. So Rocky asks what this means for the future escape, and we get this pseudo dramatic moment. Talking about, I don't know. I don't know. I got to put this last picture up. Share screen window. Not this one. Oh, this is another one. The eyes were everything when Tasha was doing her thing. Was just pretty much being, I don't know. It's like, huh? Especially Jalen. It's like, girl, is you serious? Like, I'm more stable than you right now, and you like 3 times my age. This wig right here. First of all, she look all of 60 something right here in this shot. This blonde is not flattering to her, and then she want to pair it with equally washed out tan something another. The makeup is not makeup, and the lighting is horrible. It's just not this is supposed to be your triumphant moment when you celebrating your freedom and your independence, and you about to soar high and fly above and all this good stuff, and you looking like this. Ma'am, my lace front would look better than this. If I went and got a lace front right now, it would look better than this. I'm just anyway. So we flash back to the rehearsal setting. The role manager, pretty much comes and lets them know that Tasha won't be at rehearsal and she will not be at sound check. So pretty much she's just going to show up when it's time to sing. Don't know a 2-step, don't know if they changed anything, don't know the set list. You just gonna show up and just assume that your mic gonna be ready for you to do your one. Yeah, that's how she lost all that damn weight, because she always running and always doing this, and she probably run and riff when she eat, and that's how she lost all that weight. I'm just saying. Tasha is 49, soon to be 50. She 49 like a certain something we know is 29. I'm gonna leave you there. Oh no, my lace front would never be janky. Because push come to shove, I'm gonna put a sexy little headband around that. Never catch me slipping out here in these lace front streets. Never. So yeah. So she'll be there for the show, but she ain't doing nothing else. So Candy is understandably pissed. And she pretty much relates this to Tasha treating them like she Diana Ross and they the Supremes. And she was like, no, better yet. She Gladys Knight and we the damn Pips. And so we flash back to Tasha, saying that she don't know about the future of the group because they have come against Rocky and they have come against her mama. How if for the first 2.5 episodes, it was Tamika disrespected the mama. Okay, Tamika apologized for her and got that straight. Now all of a sudden it's they've been coming against your mama. What they ain't got to do with anything? Was you mad? You mad at Tiny because her mama was the one that signed them all up for that damn performer royalty checks, and she was the one that called around like, "Hey, baby, did you get your check?" And Tamika was like, "What check?" So you mad at Tiny and her mama by proximity, and then you just mad at Candy for being born. So so they done came against their mama, and she can't handle it because they got issues they got to work out because they are not going to disrespect her no more. And they. Of course, she signs a contract, and then we flash back one more time to rehearsal. Candy is like, I'm done at this point, and we are going to continue on with or without Tasha. She not stopping the bag, and she is not going to hold them hostage anymore. And we leave off with Tamika doing Tasha's parts in the different songs, and she was like, it's tough doing them parts, and I'm like, not really, because I'm like, you have a similar range to your sister, you sound just as good, and I said the parts are easy if you don't do all them damn gymnastical runs and sprints and javelin throws and shot puts while you singing. Just keep it simple, stupid. And sure enough, the ending of Tonight, when yeah, I'm holding you. Tamika kept it real simple. Gave you a little woo woo. It was cool. Sounded good. And I mean, she always been a showboat, but I think her ego jumped up to like 50 when they came back. And the song Tonight, which was always a sleeper hit of mine, I always loved that song because it was a cappella, and you really got to hear the four distinct voices, and everybody got a moment to shine. And so since they've been touring again, that's been kind of like, I want to say, the focal point of the show, but they changed it like that's a whole mood, and everybody still gets time to show. So Tiny, she Tamika's holding you tight all through the night when she does her part, and she does her thing, and then when she holds that I'm gonna make you say yeah, all that, and every time she does it, the crowd is like woo 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 woo, and Tasha feels a certain type of way about that because it's like, no, I'm the only bitch that gets to shine and that gets applause for my vocals. Oh, y'all giving her vocals? Okay, okay, I'm gonna show you what I can do. And then, if y'all ever play any of the clips, it's a pause after the applause. It's a pause, and Tasha gotta get up. She gotta sweep her head to the side, and she gotta stand there. And then she gotta do her thing, and it's like the song's over with at this point. We didn't applaud and we didn't clap. Nobody thinking about you in that ratty ass blonde wig. I don't sit down somewhere. So I think that is just strictly, it's strictly ego. So yeah, so that was the end of episode 4. Like I said, we got 2 more episodes to cover. Next week seems to be kind of juicy because they're going over the set list becomes a point of contention, and I think they're trying to figure out what songs to close with, and Escape wants it to be Weak Then Understanding, SWV wants it to be Understanding and then weak. I personally think if y'all want to end with a showstopper and y'all want to end off with a y'all close out with weak. Because between weak and understanding, weak is the one that gets the whole congregation singing. Understanding is a popular song too. Definitely a hit. You know, definitely one of they top 3 well-known songs. But again, between the closer, I'm gonna choose weak. Now I can see understanding because it's kind of like it has that, you know, sway side to side. It's kind of got like a put your arm around your neighbor and say I love you type of vibe. Like everybody coming together with some lighters. What I need from you is understanding. So I can see it in that aspect. But again, if you wanted to end off with a bang and some like, wow, I say do weak. That's just my opinion. So that's the review. I do want to play a clip from Candy's speak on it. She touches on a lot of topics, but she starts off with the talking about the co-headlining and the money thing again. So I want to play a clip of that. One more. Stop sharing. Speak on it.
We're super hot. So how is this going to go when it comes to billing? About last week's episode, when I talked on Speak on It, and I was saying my piece about the SWV escape situation and about who should go first or who should be headliners and all of this type of stuff. The whole world has been in an uproar all week long. And what I have to say to that is, first of all, I don't even understand why y'all said like my ego getting out of control or I'm being disrespectful. What I realize is people get mad when I say stuff. But when other people say stuff, y'all don't even think nothing about it. Now, SWV was clearly on the show. It's like, I sold 30 million records, bitch, blah, blah, blah. So y'all okay with them sunning us, basically. But you're not okay with me having a calm conversation saying to them, we would like to be the headliners. This is why. You know, it's not like I don't have reasons for what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, if nothing else you guys can respect, you should just respect the fact that I am a businesswoman. And in business, you have to speak up for yourself. You have to speak up for yourself. Now, when my group members don't speak up, it's not that we ain't on the same page. They've already talked to me about their feelings and how they feel.
SWV has major hits, but do they have the fan base or the following that we have? No.
A lot of times people don't like being the bad guy. I guess I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Okay. But I don't mind speaking up for myself. And that is my advice to anybody out there who has to do business for themselves or want to be their own business owner or whatever. You have to be okay with people not liking what you have to say. I didn't have a issue with SWV. I've always liked SWV. It's not like I don't like SWV. I think you guys don't even understand. Like, could you imagine? Let's just say at the height of SWV in music or in all of our music releasing time in the 90s, if somebody went to SWV at that time and said, we want you guys to do a show with Escape for television, but we want you guys to split your title, your co-headliner, and we want you to split the equal money with them and all this other kind of stuff. SWV at that time, in the height of what they were doing, would have been like, no, we're not. They would probably been like, we'll be on the same show with them. We would do things with them, but we ain't splitting no money equal within their own group. Coco didn't even split equal with her own group members on the money. So for me, that says that they understand that sometimes people are at a point where they can demand more. So I don't understand why people be like, oh, Candy, you should have been fighting for within their own group. They've had an issue where one person was getting more than the rest.
As a result, Coco was given a bigger slice of the group's royalty rate.
And that ain't even got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, if you guys understand, when you speak up for yourself in business, you understand it then. But why do you not understand it when I'm speaking up for my group when it comes to business?
So can't really help you if you're not talking.
I don't get it. It's no diss to them. I didn't say anything negative about them personally. I was just clearly stating that where we are now with what we have to deal with these promoters and stuff, because promoters are always they don't want to give you as much percentage on the back end. They don't want to give you this. They don't want to give you that. So these are things that we've built up to, and it took us to get to this point in our career where we could demand certain things. I don't want them to be able to take this situation and be like, well, you took less fee then. Why you can't do it now? Because they do that, guys. They do that. If we take less money for this situation, they're gonna come back later and be like, well, we know what you got paid on this, because the promoters all talk, right? So anyway, and I know y'all keep saying about this one show. For that one show, we all ended up not really getting no money for it. It was just that. But the whole conversation was being had outside of this about a full tour. A full tour. I don't even understand why y'all mad at me. I really don't. But whatever. Because when it comes to things in business, I do not mind being the bad guy to stand up for myself or my group in business. And it's always a conversation. I can say what I think, which is what I did, and they can always come back and say what they think. It didn't even have to be, oh, everybody getting in. Okay. Well, you could have easily said, well, I don't agree with that. This is why I feel that we should get this, this, and that. And then that's how you negotiate and come to some type of terms or agreements.
I agree. I definitely agree. And I'm not saying one party is right, the other party is wrong, but I definitely see both sides, and I definitely see, Candy's side. You say what you want about it. People say a lot of stuff, but first and foremost, she is a businesswoman. She is about her money, and apparently she's doing something right if, she's still pretty successful, after all these years. And so yeah, I get it. I guess I would say though, if it did turn out to be a full tour, if it was possible, like I said, y'all could do spots where SWV headlines. Y'all can do spots where Escape headlines. And y'all could do spots where y'all co-headline. You know what I'm saying? That way, nobody's ego is totally bruised. Everybody gets a chance in the spotlight. Everybody gets a chance to close out, and it's all good. Y'all still get y'all money. The fans get an entertaining show. There's usually compromise in any situation. Usually. I say that usually because sometimes you just be like flat foot, hell no. But usually there's room for conversation. And honestly, at this point, none of y'all are really hurting for any money, especially especially Candy and Tiny. And I'll even give it to Coco because, like I said, Coco did have her one solo CD. She had a gospel CD. So gospel CDs did pretty well on the charts. And, she got some residuals and all that good stuff. So she ain't necessarily hurting for money neither. So it's like, y'all can, all y'all can take a knee and take an L for this one. But it seemed like SWV were more willing to do it than Escape. And they were like, well, they see Escape ain't budging, so hell, neither is we. Sorry, I had to take my vitamin. It's one more part in here I wanted to play before we go. Let's see.
Like myself.
Why don't you own commercial real estate?
Why don't you get off
Yes,
my
you.
screen?
Why don't you own commercial
Why
property?
don't you leave me alone?
And what she said, and I love how open she is about the things that they went
Nope,
through.
it's not it.
Please take out stuff because she crying. That is, I don't know what. And if she was doing it more than what have I ever been mean to your mama? And then she said, these are things that I'm saying that was in the point of this SWV and Escape show and the concert and not allow us to go down this rabbit hole that this record. Now, first of all, I don't even remember trying to sing the lead on that song. I thought they knew who they wanted to sing, but if he tells me to come to the studio, when I get to the studio,
Okay,
some different version of the truth about Miss Tasha and her clip that she posted, her PSA that she posted, using all of the speak on it within her video. Oh my gosh, I thought it was hilarious. If you really want to know what I thought it was hilarious. But yes, there were some untruths in it, and I have to address it. Oh, I have to address a couple things. Well, before that, let me address this other interview of hers that's going online in this week's news. I saw a clip where she's going on talking about on this song, they didn't want me to sing solo, and on the song I did with Joe, Candy tried to sing the lead, and she took 4 hours to try to sing it. Like 4 hours. 4 hours to try to sing the lead, and it just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. And then Tiny, she went in and sang hours and hours and hours. Oh my gosh, was this a Money Love title? She did hours and hours, and she was too nasally. And so Joe was like, "You have to go sing this record." Now, first of all, I don't even remember trying to sing the lead on that song. I thought they knew who they wanted to sing, but if my memory isn't correct, I know good and well I ain't never took 4 hours to sing nothing, and nobody would even allow that in our group. In our group, if somebody wanted to try if that was producing or the group to be like, yeah, nah, Candy, or yeah, nah, that don't fit your voice, right? So yeah, that is a lie and the truth ain't in it. But that was the first thing. Now, mind you, Tiny, she said Tiny is too nasally. Are you talking about? Well, she sang it with us in rehearsal. I mean, I mean, I don't really think he look bad, but it's okay. And not just me this time. Now this time you came for Tiny. I'm used to you coming for me, but that was funny. Moving right along. So this is a part that I really needed to give you guys clarity on. When she talked about me crying again. She said,
She must forgot when I walked in with her and Jermaine and she was crying.
she did that, right? Okay, so let me tell you the conversation of what happened. So all she does is really be confirming. He wanted to put my background. Y'all did not invite our. Here's the other issue I had with her video. So people have been making jokes about my voice, which is whatever. I don't really care. But Tasha actually made a joke about my voice in her video, in her speak on it.
But they needed you to sing on her song on the Escape album.
No, no. No, this is the part that is like really corny of her to me. You are trying to clown a person's voice whose voice is leading on half the hits that is your claim to fame. The biggest hit that you've ever been on, which is Just Kicking It, is the voice that you've been clowning or that you're clowning in your video. I'm cool. I can go back and forth with other people about or I don't even go back and forth with them really, but other people can try to make jokes about my voice or whatever. But me and you are in a group together. We supposed to make money together. We supposed to hit the stage together. You've been hearing my voice all these years as you making money off of it, right? But you on your video trying to make jokes about my voice. The same voice whose has accomplished more than you with your amazing voice that you try to put out there that you have. Like I've been on other hits that's bigger than you. I mean, oh, and honestly, and I know y'all be trying to say it's an ego thing. I only bring up accomplishments when I have to feel like I'm defending myself. Let's be clear. I've already had a #1 Billboard gospel single. Candy. I'm gonna post up this picture so you can see me, not Escape. I have had a #1. Stay Prayed Up was #1 on the gospel on Billboard's gospel chart when it came. We're supposed to make money together. We supposed to hit the stage together. You've been hearing my voice all these years as you making money off of it, right? But you on your video trying to make jokes about my voice. The same voice whose has accomplished more than you with your amazing voice that you try to put out there that you have. Like I've been on other hits that's bigger than you. I mean, oh, and honestly, and I know y'all be trying to say it's an ego thing. I only bring up accomplishments when I have to feel like I'm defending myself. Let's be clear. I've already had a #1 Billboard gospel single. Candy. I'm gonna post up this picture so you can see me, not Escape. I have had a #1. Stay Prayed Up was #1 on the gospel on Billboard's gospel chart when it came out. Yes, my voice. I've had a #1 gospel song. Something that right now is what you are trying to do. Me and my voice that you tried to clown. We are in a group together, sis. I don't clown my group members' voices. I don't clown when they mess up. We have plenty of arguments. We fall out all the time. But it's like you is trying to join on the bandwagon of other people and clowning your group member that goes on stage with you and make money with you. Well, who they do that at? You clowning me, you clowning yourself. Baby, 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 baby. Do you want to let go to be in love with you? Say you. That's what you're doing. It's stupid for you to do that. And then on top of that, yeah, people been clowning me, but lately they've been clowning you too for singing them same tide runs you've been singing since 1993. I am gonna try to. What's the night? Oh, my body's just for you. I need you to play that clip that people been. I'm gonna give it to you. That's what you're doing. It's stupid for you to do that. And then on top of that, yeah, people been clowning me, but lately they've been clowning you too for singing them same tide runs you've been singing since 1993. I am gonna try to. What's the night? Oh, my body's just for you. I need you to play that clip that people been. I'm gonna give it to you. They've been clowning you too. But have I been trying to go online like, oh, she's saying them same tide runs? It's not like I never thought it. It's not like I never thought it. I would have never said that. But since you want to go and throwing mud at each other, that is so stupid to me. You know, I feel like we should keep our stuff to the facts or the drama, but your opinion or trying to laugh, you laughing. And all of these people who want to make jokes about my voice, who all of y'all sing so great and y'all sing so amazing, but haven't caught no headline without me in these last weeks or months or years. I don't know. Catch a headline without me. Please. Please. I just don't think that's godly. Y'all, please get her album when it comes out on Good Friday. It's called Conversations with God. I'm like, her comments be about me. Because those are the conversations you're having with everybody. It's only about me. I mean, I need her album to blow up so she can be at peace and she ain't gotta mess with us no more. Because God knows I don't want to sing with her no more. God knows I don't. I'm tired of the back and forth. I'm tired of being her villain in her story. I am tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of the truth being changed. Oh yeah, and she want to give her husband all this credit about working with the group. Okay, first of all, let's go back to what she said about them performing. When she showed that show of that Jermaine thing with her and her sister performing together, and was like, "Cause can't."
Man, I'm always a fan of, receipts in your back pocket and your accomplishments in your side pocket. And whenever you got to pull out one or the other or both on a hoe, bam, put it out there. Yeah. Yeah, I thought the big read was I've been where you trying to get, sis. You trying to break into this gospel industry and you trying to have a chart topper. I already had a chart topper. Now, granted, it was probably, helped out by the fact that Marvin Sapp was on the song as well, which led, definitely a gospel stamp of approval, to it. And I think that was around the time of Never Would Have Made It and all that good stuff when he made his resurgence. So, having Dr. Sapp on the song definitely didn't hurt, sales and stuff like that. However, again, Candy like been there, done that. I've been where you trying to get. Come holler at me for some advice. Checkmate. She's like, go buy her album so she can have a number one, CD. She can get her kudos and her applause. Rocky and his missing teeth and his crusty lips can go buy her some more lingerie. Hopefully buy her a congratulations wig. Let her have her moment so she can feel validated. And maybe that'll bring her back down to earth, but I doubt it. And that was also some shade toward Tamar. Like, how about y'all be in the headlines for, y'all hits? Both of y'all got better voices than mine, more talent, can sing better than me. But where y'all at? Where your numbers at? Why y'all ain't out here promoting y'all songs? Tamar released her little single. Tasha getting ready to release her CD. Why y'all ain't out here promoting y'all music? Why is y'all beefing with me? And yeah, can y'all get in the headlines without me? Drop the mic. Can't catch a groove. They running with it. Oh god. Nah, I don't know about because I'm gonna say Tawanda. Candy and Tamar, this ain't the first time that they done beefed. This like the third or fourth time they done beefed. So I wouldn't call it beef, fake beef. And her thing with Tasha has been going on since they was at their peak back in the 90s. So, I think I'll say it's pointless beef for Tamar and Tasha. Leave Candy alone. Let her be her with her Billy Goat voice, quote unquote. Y'all go ahead with the better instruments, sing y'all songs, run up and down a treadmill with y'all interchangeably horrible blonde wigs. Matter of fact, how about y'all get on a co-headlining tour? How about y'all get on a tour and go around airing y'all beefs? The Shitty Sisters tour, starring Tasha and Tamar, or the sisterhood of the traveling tattered blonde wigs, and y'all can just have on y'all flyers two microphones crossed with these two ratty ass nets nest supposed to be wigs sitting on top of the mic heads. How about y'all do that? Wait. You know, yeah, y'all can go on the tattered tired wig tour, and y'all can just interchange wigs throughout the show. How about that? So tattered. Look, wait, let me put out evidence again. Tattered. Where we at? Tattered. Tattered. Emphasis on the turd. I mean, this right here look like a damn alley cat been licking on her head. Just horrible, ma'am. Just rough. Hell, even that clip that we just saw when she was showing Tasha on the stage running, that was a asymmetrical ace deuce wig. If I ain't never seen it, man. Anyway, all right. So that's my time for tonight. Hope you enjoyed episode 4 review with a little stick on it. We'll be back sometime next week for episode 5. We'll probably be on live tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, for some more tales of Tammy the Tire Trout, disrespecting the state of Missouri. And I'm really about to get off of here because I'm getting tongue tied because these gummies been gummied. So before I start talking like a certain St. Louis celebrity, I'm gonna get off on here and preserve some of my dignity and y'all respect that y'all got for me, because yeah. So love you guys. Y'all have a good night, and we'll be back soon.